we on air?
We're on air now, so.
What's going on, internet world?
Things were just up. I should start singing the John Cena theme.
John Cena sucks. John Cena sucks. John Cena sucks.
Wait,
by the way, that prank call that John Cena, the John Cena prank call, that's just hilarious. Oh, that's hilarious, dude.
That one's really funny.
Yeah.
Okay, question.
Yeah.
Do any of us like John Cena?
Okay, in what way?
I'm just saying, like to begin this, do any, just like a simple yes or no?
From a wrestling standpoint.
From any standpoint.
Oh, whoa, okay, not from any standpoint.
It's
okay. God, this is a tough question to answer, even though it's a simple question. I like him and I don't like him.
I don't. Okay.
Okay.
RAFF? He's alright with me.
You're alright with you?
Cool, man.
He's the face of WWE right now.
I mean,
technically, as the WWE universe, we should like the face of WWE.
we don't have to like them.
No, we don't.
People don't like Superman.
Yeah, they do.
Oh, I like
Okay,
him.
I like Superman.
I like Superman.
Everybody likes Batman.
I don't like John Cena, Joe.
That's the John Cena Superman. I don't like the John Cena Superman. John Cena sucks. John Cena sucks.
It's not that I don't like him.
The time is now. You can't see me. My time is now. I dropped the whole thing.
Okay, do that. No? Okay.
No.
Alright.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Wrestling Podcast. We're talking about John Cena today. Yeah, we're gonna start with that.
Alright.
Boo boo. Boo.
Yeah.
Okay. Boo boo boo. First off, check us out on the OSW Review Podcast Network, SuperStar.net. Do it right now.
Now. Like now.
Right now.
Like freaking now.
Now.
NOW now.
Wait, but if they're listening to this, that means that they are. Good job.
Yeah. Like now. NWO enough, but I said NWO now. That's what I said.
No, not NWO. WIW.
WIW.
Right. I'm taking over.
I'm taking over.
Weird.
We are.
Not you. We are.
No, we are. I said we are.
You said I.
I said?
There's
Yes.
no I in team.
There's no I in
me. There is an I in team.
No,
I in team.
The botch.
No, there is an I in team because there's an I in the middle of the A. When you draw the A, there's an I.
What? Okay. We are taking over.
Botch cut. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Welcome to the Wrestling Podcast. Whatever. Fine.
Yeah.
Thanks for being a fan. Shout out to Leon Cannon for giving us this idea and suggestion. Thank you for listening and watching. Thank you. We're gonna do this. This is gonna be a career retrospective based on our thoughts on John Cena, Super Cena. Here we go.
Yeah.
He sucks.
He sucks.
No. John Cena has been the face of WWE for.
You remember that time John
Since
Cena?
2003.
You guys remember that time John Cena was a bad guy?
He was a bad guy?
He was a bad guy?
He was a bad guy?
No, because it never happened.
It never happened. Never happened.
Just
it
like,
will never happen.
See, I teased it, and it never happened. Just like John Cena teases everything, and it never happens.
Yeah.
heel
never.
turn. He turns his heel.
He's never going to turn heel.
He's not.
If
Okay,
he
so
turns heel.
Okay, so this is my thing with John Cena. When he first came on the scene.
The match with Cardano.
Scene. Okay, no. When he first showed up, what was it, Thugonomics, expert Thugonomics, right? No,
Doctor of
Doctor
Thugonomics.
of Thugonomics.
Yeah, it was
Word
Doctor.
life.
I actually like John Cena as Doctor of Thugonomics because I thought it was very entertaining, and he's okay. I'll give him his credit. He's a good freestyle rapper. Like he was really good at it, right? But then
Yeah,
it
he's
became
pretty
like it went from like rapper John Cena funny to like
PG.
super PG John Cena to like Captain America John Cena to like whatever the heck to
Fruity
like
Pebbles.
to like I'm running for President John Cena 2016. Like it was just I don't know, like the progression after a while I got bored. I just got bored. And I think that was the biggest problem.
Well, he went from a doctor and he lost his license as being a doctor for malpractice apparently, and then now he's just regular old John Cena.
Yeah. I mean, like, here's the thing. We understand why he is the face of WWE.
But is he the face of WWE?
Yeah,
he's
yes,
not the
still
main
is.
eventer anymore.
He's
But
not
he's
a main
still-
eventer.
You know what makes the face of the WWE? The one that makes the most money. Cena does that.
Oh, well, yeah.
Merchandise.
Merchandise.
kills him. Kills him on the
Make-A-Wish Foundation.
500.
Listen,
He got an ESPN.
I give him his full credit for Make-A-Wish because what he does is really great for Make-A-Wish and for the kids. Look, I'm saying like he's a great person for kids to look up to.
Sure.
And a great person for kids to follow. But for adults, like older.
Attitude Era fans.
Yeah, Attitude Era fans and all that stuff. It's just kind of like redundant and kind of boring.
It is, yeah.
Like he's cool for the kids, but he's not. But it's not entertaining for us older people.
Well, somebody else was also cool for the kids back in the 80s. I'm not gonna mention his name.
We can't mention his
We
name
can't
for
mention
obvious
his name
legal
for
reasons.
obvious reasons, but he's similar to him, if you think about it.
Yeah.
Because he was also like that.
His name rhymes with
Isn't-
Rogan.
Yeah, that name.
Joe Rogan?
Joe Rogan.
Yep.
Yep.
There he is.
Joe Rogan.
Joe
He's the one.
He's
who
the one.
took Andre the Giant at WrestleMania 3. He's the one who formed the NWO.
Yeah.
Rogan.
He's the one who turned heel at Bash at the Beach.
Yep.
Joe
Well,
Rogan.
actually, that wasn't Joe Rogan. That was Curtis Axel because he time traveled back to Bash and the Beach in
Yes,
'96,
yes,
and then he formed the CWO, the Curtis World Order.
Curtis World.
Yep.
I love it. It's awesome.
Boom.
Boom. Good one.
So, but yeah, in all seriousness, yeah, you can relate him definitely. And he has a longer tenure than that
Man.
man.
Yeah.
You know, 'cause
Yeah.
he's been in WWE for over a decade.
Yeah.
So, and he has over 15 world title reigns, one more away from Ric Flair.
Wow.
What do you think about that?
Crazy.
Okay.
Will it happen?
It will happen.
Yeah.
It will happen. He'll break his record too.
Yeah.
Eventually.
So he'll be a 17-time world champion.
I'm
Yeah.
sure.
Or even more maybe, depending on how long he goes.
Yeah.
Because he has no way. There is no way I see him stopping right now.
No way.
No way.
It's like this many championships.
Yeah.
I do not see him stopping right now. He is a workaholic when it comes to professional wrestling, and not only just in professional wrestling, but when it comes to advertising.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think he's a good wrestler? Let's start off with that.
Okay.
Start with his wrestling ability.
From a technical standpoint, no. Can you do some technical moves? Yes. But if you put him in a situation where he has to put on a 45-minute match, he will deliver.
Perfect example is Rob Van Dam at ECW show and CM Punk.
I think with John Cena though is like I think that when he wrestles, the reason why I don't always like it is because there's some type of like I feel like he exaggerates too much. Like I feel like in other podcasts we've talked about people not selling it enough, and I think he oversells it sometimes to the point where it's just like, okay, now you're just making it blatantly obvious that was real, and that's kind of annoying.
You know what he does during his matches? He calls out the spots. He yells the spots. You can clearly hear it. Like
Yeah.
that Batista match at WrestleMania 26, which happened in Arizona, I think Batista has him in Batista's behind him. He's like, knee me back. He clearly heard knee me back, and Batista's in back. I'm like, come on, man. It's hard to suspend disbelief when you're calling out the spots. Don't call out the spots, please.
Yeah, him and Paige are the two that like call spots like crazy.
Yeah.
You can just hear
You can
it.
just heam clearly.
Put him in a tag match. It'd be like, hey Cena,
Hey.
hey Paige,
Hey.
do a leapfrog.
Okay.
What leapfrog? Where?
I'm like, yeah, have your own signals, but it's just so we can't notice it.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah. So I mean, he's a good wrestler, and he clearly knows what he's doing in the ring. But there's something, and just the thing is, it's like this is what's frustrating. It's like John Cena, he's a good wrestler. Clearly, he's making a lot of money. Clearly, he's popular with like a big group of people because every time you hear in the arena, a large majority, it's like always split half and half. Cena, I love Cena.
Let's go
Cena.
Cena.
Yeah,
Cena sucks.
Yeah,
Cena sucks.
exactly. But there's something and he's a great speaker on the mic.
Excellent speaker.
Like I can't say that many bad things about him, but there's still, even though he's so good at all this stuff, there's still something about him that really annoys me. And it's so frustrating.
You don't know what it is, but like,
it's so frustrating
great.
because it's like I can't pinpoint it.
Would it be the idea that he wins 90% of his matches and he consistently wins even though at times he shouldn't have won? Like the best example would be like, let's go to Wade Barrett when he was actually a leader of the Nexus and they had that big tag match at SummerSlam. Cena should have won that. He's even come out publicly saying, I should have not won that match, but he won anyway.
Yeah.
Is that one of the reasons why? Would that view that?
Maybe. Like, because the thing is, like, I see the reason why he's always, like, I think it annoys me that, yes, he's always constantly winning when there's other people that I think deserve the spot that he has held for so long. Like, I think there's people that just, like, I don't know,
what he
I
does.
don't want to say give a better name to wrestling because I don't want to demean Cena like that because I think he's built a very good career for himself. But it's just like, when I look at him, I compare him to like, let's say CM Punk. And I know CM Punk's not there anymore, but when CM Punk was there, it was like CM Punk, everything that he did, I believed it. Like when he wrestled, when he spoke, when he was like
The
just
pipe bomb.
walking
Like
around.
the pipe bomb.
Yeah,
That was so believable.
I believed him as a wrestler. I believed him as a top person. I wanted to follow wherever he went. And every time John Cena's like, yeah, follow me. I'll be here all the time. I'm like, but I don't want you to be here all the
CM Punk
time.
actually was beating Cena in merchandise sales. Believe it or not. He
Sure.
was.
Mhm.
He was.
I believe it.
Yeah.
There's been guys that have beaten him in merchandise. There's no question.
Yeah.
But in terms of consistency, he's been number one. In terms of
He's always there.
consistency,
That's the
He's
thing.
always
I mean,
there.
look at him. He's performing with a torn tricep at SummerSlam 2013. But the torn tricep before, and just recently on Monday Night Raw, he finished the match with a broken nose.
Sure.
That's why he's actually, the go-to guy, because he can deliver. He always delivers.
And lately with this whole U.S. Open Challenge, he's been delivering some excellent
great matches.
matches
Great
with the younger
matches.
talent.
Yeah.
So that's why it's like frustrating because it's just like he's doing everything he's supposed to be doing. So why is it like what I think it's just like him as a person. Maybe his personality annoys me.
It's
Maybe.
it's a polarizing
I mean,
personality.
he was on Jericho's podcast, right? The
Yeah.
WWE Network special that he had with Jericho.
I saw that,
And
yeah.
So he brought up an interesting point, okay? Jericho asked him, okay, majority of the IWC and the majority of the wrestling fans want you to turn heel. He's like, you guys boo me anyway, so why do you want me to turn heel? I'm like, dude, we hate you, but we need a reason to hate you. You get me? That's the thing. That's the way I see it with him.
I don't even know. I don't know. See, because the thing is, it's like, yeah, we need a reason to hate him. How can you hate somebody that's like doing so? This is why it's so frustrating to talk about him because it's like, I don't like him, but I don't know why I don't like him.
Yeah, that's the thing. See, I like him, and I don't like him. That's the thing.
I don't like him at all.
I think he's alright.
Yeah, I mean,
he annoys me. Like he annoys me.
he is getting annoyed by. A lot of wrestling fans have been getting annoyed by him
I
in
think
the past 10 years.
he's been doing.
I mean, look how far he has come from that first match he had with Kurt Angle. You look at that first match he had with Kurt Angle at SmackDown. He put on some great moves. It was good to see
With
not
his little boy band.
boy band. He actually looked much taller. He was less
Boy
jacked.
band, bleach blonde hair,
Boy
little.
band, bleach.
Actually, Vince that day actually told him, okay, they brought him in. He's like, what do you think? Like, cut it hair, because he had a blonde hair back then, you know. So
And the blonde flat
he's
top.
come far away from that moment with Kurt Angle.
Yeah, for
You know,
sure.
from that match with Kurt Angle. But if you look at that match, he did not. It was good to see him not do the 5 moves of doom, as he usually does. It was he actually did some great technical moves, but they don't book him to do that. From a wrestling standpoint, he can wrestle, but if you want to put him in a great technical match, I don't know. That's the thing. I'm not saying he can't do it. He can do it, but I mean, like if you want to put him in a technical match with Kurt Angle, it won't be great.
Maybe it's what the moves that he actually does, because his finisher is basically a fireman's carry. He just flips it over.
Exactly.
And you have to believe that that's going to injure somebody, hurt somebody.
Yeah.
Or like you have other moves like an F5, for example, that looks like it's going to kill somebody.
And the STF, he doesn't even lock it in properly.
I don't.
Like his hands are right here, and he's not even locking it in like the neck,
But I think that's because I don't think he can physically do it because he's so big.
Yeah.
I don't think
so
he
bulky.
probably would kill the guy if he did it properly. To be honest,
Yeah, exactly.
like I don't know. I'm not John Cena by any means,
Yeah.
but
I think another thing that annoys me is that he's still trying to like make a movie career.
Like in Trainwreck, he appeared in Trainwreck.
Yeah, but he wasn't good. I saw the movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he had a sex scene with him.
Yeah, no, but it's not even just that. It was just like his acting was really dumb.
Yeah, all the movies he's actually done have been WWE movies,
except for Trainwreck.
except for
Trainwreck.
Trainwreck. Like what is it? 12 Rounds,
Yeah.
The Marine. Those are all WWE film productions.
Never seen those movies.
I never seen the movie because they don't release in theaters. They don't release on DVD.
No, it's released on DVD. It's just I just didn't want to see
I
it.
didn't want to see that. I don't know why WWE actually invests in filmmaking. I mean, I think they had Miz and Samurai come in the movie also. They made.
Dean Ambrose is gonna be the next Marine too.
Yeah.
Are
The
you
one-
serious?
Yeah.
For real?
I would watch it.
I would watch that.
See,
Lunatic Fringe.
money. That's how they make their money.
That's how they make their
WWE
money.
Studios.
I want to see if because Dean Ambrose entertains. He's really entertaining. I want to see him, but I want to see him be like a different character. I want to see him be somebody else than the Lunatic Fringe. Not in WWE. I like him as a Lunatic Fringe in WWE, but I want to see him be another character like in a movie. Like I think that'd be cool.
That'd be pretty cool,
interesting
yeah. That'd be
To see how
interesting.
he plays somebody else.
But that one movie that actually WWE Studios produced that made it into theaters, you know what it is?
Scorpion King.
Oculus. The horror movie?
I heard that wasn't that bad though.
Yeah,
Casino
what is
Evil. I think
Casino Evil. I've seen Casino Evil.
We didn't make it. We didn't make it in
Here's the
theaters.
thing about Casino Evil. I've seen Kane so many times, he's not intimidating anymore.
He's yeah.
If it was the mask
But
Kane,
I like Nice Kane. I like nice Kane.
Nice
Concession
Kane.
Kane.
Concession Kane is the best Kane.
Best Kane ever.
I like babyface Kane. I really do.
Yeah.
I do. When him and Daniel Bryan were tag team partners, that was
Team
the
Hell
best.
No?
Oh my gosh, that was the best. I loved them.
But one of the best Kane moments has to be where the man from the 80s, which you can't name, okay, he was in that, and then he and The Rock are talking, okay, and then Kane comes in and just imitates both of them.
Yeah.
Oh, that was like the funniest thing ever because he did it so well. Like, you know, Kane is talented, but they're just using him. They're not using him to his full
The Canaanites.
The Canaanites.
That's what they call it. All the Canaanites.
How many Canaanites are out there? You know, Canaanites. Yeah.
So we talked about Cena's moves and his matches, and you know he's not the worst wrestler in the world, and, you know, and I think he's a little sloppy and stuff like that. But I think he's excellent at what he does. He's good at creating stories. But talking about stories, what do you think of his promo game? His storytelling.
His promos are by far really good. He delivers on those promos.
Yeah,
He has charisma.
really
He has charisma. That's why he's actually number one.
That's why like it annoys me. That's why like he annoys me even more because he's like good at everything. Maybe that's why I don't like him. Because
He's
good at
perfect.
everything.
He's good at everything.
He's Superman. That's
Which annoys me. That's what it is. He's too perfect. Like and that he's like too good at everything.
He can deliver when he wants to. He doesn't screw up.
It's annoying.
But wasn't The Rock good at everything?
But the Rock,
The Rock is just different.
The Rock is different. You know, like The Rock is just The Rock's The Rock.
Because
You know.
The Rock, the thing, it's different.
Because with The Rock, he was insulting wrestlers when he does his promos. Cena is more like, I might make fun of them,
Yeah.
but I'm gonna be serious about this. I'm gonna be like hustle warriors.
Yeah, like The Rock.
John Cena is like a politician to me, and I don't believe politicians, and I don't always like politicians. So maybe that's why I don't like him. Because when he comes out and does his promos, he's like, you know, like he's like giving me like the spiel. He's out there and he's like, I do this for you. I do it for the people. I'm here every day for you. This is what I love to do. I'll be here for you. And then it's like, yeah, John, I don't really care. Like it's just like, But then The Rock was like, it doesn't matter what you think.
He's
That's what I'm doing. Hey,
It doesn't matter what you think.
Yeah. I don't know. Like it's just like I want to pinpoint what it is that makes him so different. Like I want to pinpoint what it is.
Maybe it's in his shirts.
Maybe it's the shirts.
His shirts change colors.
Maybe like
powers.
the shirts. Maybe like the combination of colors is like diluting our minds.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. That is an interesting topic because he comes out with a different shirt, a brown shirt, an orange shirt, and that has a Rock said 40 Pebbles. He's a bowl of 40 Pebbles.
Yeah.
He's a bowl. He's either a bowl of Fruity Pebbles or he's a pack of Skittles.
Yeah, it could be a bag of Skittles.
Yeah, he's a bag of Skittles.
Yeah, he's a bag of Skittles.
Shout out to What Bar?
Shout out to What Bar.
Because that's where I'm ripping that off from.
Hell yeah.
From OSW Review.
OSW.
Yeah, but it's weird. It's a weird thing with Cena.
I at this point it's just like I'm wondering like what else can he do?
I mean, I think there was if you look at it, I think in 2007, 2008, he carried the main roster. He carried WWE.
Yeah,
I mean, like the fact that he
but
did carry that.
He
did carry the main roster.
WWE for a solid decade.
Yeah, for a solid decade, he carried the WWE. Like there was, I mean, you came to watch John Cena. He put asses in seats. That's all that mattered.
Yeah.
And that's why Vince always went to him because he could deliver.
Yeah.
But they can only go so far because eventually there will be that time where he'll retire or you know.
Look, I think he'll retire.
Somebody's gonna walk in like Daniel Bryan and just be better than him and be more like.
Well, it won't be Daniel. It won't be Daniel Bryan.
I know it won't be Daniel Bryan, but that's why I said somebody like Daniel Bryan. Like, because the thing is like I think John Cena's like, yeah, he's great and everything, but it's just like, but there's always gonna be somebody better that comes along and it's gonna take his spot. And I'm the thing is like, what's gonna happen to this is my question. What's gonna happen? Okay, because John Cena's like the ultimate person for like kids and stuff.
Yeah.
There's nobody else that can do it
Better
do it
than
like him. So what's gonna happen to that? What's gonna happen to the PG value? What's gonna happen to like the kid dynamic and stuff when the next person comes and takes John Cena's spot and he's like, oh no, I want to retire. You know.
That's a good question.
I don't see him retiring. I see him if he can retire from in-ring perspective, but I can see him as a manager.
Yeah, I think he'll never leave WWE until probably the day he dies.
Yeah.
But in terms of in-ring competitor, who will be the next face.
Who's
I don't think we've seen him yet.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Who's
Not even NXT.
Him
Anybody in NXT.
no, him or her.
or her?
It could be a her
Yeah.
at this time.
Who's the next person that can come in and like take over and become the savior for like what is it the person that the kids look up to? Who can be that person?
If you think Reigns improves his promo, he could be Reigns. If
Wow.
he improves his promos,
know.
that's one thing.
I don't see him as a face
Yeah.
of the company.
Well, not just the.
That's
face,
what
but
they're
I
building
don't
him as. They're building him as the face of the company.
See, because the thing is like John Cena, like he has like this thing where it's just like I think a lot has to do with like the way they dress, and Roman Reigns comes out with like this military style, like combat ready, and John Cena comes out like Captain America, like super, like cartoon-esque. He comes
Cartoonish
out
characters.
cartoon-esque.
I mean, here's the thing. WWE back pre-Attitude Era had cartoonish characters
Sure.
until you know the whole WCW thing started, and they had to really up their game up and bring more dynamic and abrasive characters.
Yeah.
That's the thing. That's when it started. So they're kind of reverting back to the cartoonish characters a little bit. So I don't see that they need to bring some dynamic characters out there. Like Dean Ambrose is the one dynamic character. He's an abrasive character.
But he
kinda
cannot be.
he won't be
He cannot be face. He's not face.
He can't be like kid-friendly face.
Teach your kids how to be a lunatic with Dean Ambrose.
With Dean Ambrose.
Yeah.
That's not gonna work out. Hell no.
Like look at the people that are coming up now. Like okay, like look at the main. So Dean Ambrose, Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins. All right.
Yeah.
And then we have Kevin Owens.
Right.
That can't be
That
face.
can't be
That
face.
can't be
He's a
face.
better heel.
He's an amazing heel.
He's
I was about to
amazing.
say he's a horrible heel. That's not right. He's a really good heel.
He's a really good heel.
Who else?
But you know,
Who
just
else?
to break the heel point, you know who played the best heel ever was Vince
Same
McMahon. As Mr. McMahon, he was the best heel ever. Like in my opinion, in my honest opinion, against Stone Cold.
Against Stone Cold.
Like that was just a fun, entertaining show to watch. Just him and Stone Cold versus Mr. McMahon. That really propelled them in that Attitude Era.
I think
Yeah.
him and Piper probably the best too. Like
Oh,
term
for
heel.
sure.
In terms of the yeah.
Roddy Piper's like they had signs back in the day where
Yeah.
he said
CM Punk was a really good bad guy.
he was.
CM Punk was, but I think Mr. McMahon with the whole Montreal screw job and everything, it really elevated his
Ooh,
character.
That was like
Yeah,
real.
that's
that was
really elevated.
That created the heel,
See,
the heel
but-
character.
Yeah,
the Montreal screw job. That was like real Vince McMahon
that was real.
being bad.
Being bad.
It was like real life Vince McMahon being bad.
Yeah.
Brett's like, you have no chance at what exactly?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the thing. Yeah.
So all right, we've talked for a bit. We went from John Cena to the Montreal Screwjob.
Yeah.
So to end off, final thoughts. Your final thoughts on Cena. What do you think?
Overall, I'm just kind of tired of him.
I'm tired of him also, man.
Yeah.
It's just the same repetitive crap all over again.
I was very
you can't
thankful.
see me. Yeah, everybody can see you, dude.
Yeah, I was very thankful. Like, I was very thankful when Roman Reigns, Dean Ambrose, and Seth Rollins came in as a Shield and are now in WWE because it meant that like they were opening room for new people to come in because they
Because there was a time there were not opening room for room people. It was just Cena,
It was just
Cena,
Cena all the time,
Cena,
yeah.
Cena all the time.
And Swagger.
How many Randy Orton?
Cena and Swagger.
Cena and
yes.
Swagger, yeah.
I still don't understand that.
Yeah.
Why
How many
Swagger?
John
I don't
Cena and
know.
Randy Orton matches did you see from the 2008?
Oh my gosh,
No,
too many.
too many.
Too many.
I looked it up. They have fought over 252 times. That's including house shows and live events.
Wow,
Too many.
252 times.
Too many.
That just goes to show you how to just, rub Cena down her throats.
Yeah.
It's really
It was-
just.
I think that also had to do with it because at one point it was just like, stop trying to make it work. Like it's not gonna work. We don't like him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Vince thinks otherwise, I think Vince
Yeah.
has his go-to guy, and he's gonna be his go-to guy until the day he retires. Or just, he can be a manager after he retires. But from an ignorant standpoint, right now he can carry the division. He can carry the main roster. He can teach new guys how to be, because he's been doing this for a while now.
Sure.
He loves his business.
Yep.
From the bottom of his heart, he does. That's why he was on the Today Show, and then he flies over to Monday Night Raw to do it. He's
It's
a workaholic.
unreal.
It's just unreal. He does it. That's why he's a face.
And whether you like him or you hate him,
You have to respect what he does.
Yeah.
You have to respect what he does, and I do respect him as a wrestling fan. I do respect what he does.
I do respect what he does.
Yeah.
I just don't like, as a fan, I don't really like him, but I respect the guy for what he does.
Would you like him if he turned heel?
I like him more.
I like him more. It'd be different.
But it would never happen.
Okay,
It would never happen.
I'd like him because it meant that he was doing something different.
Yeah.
Because I don't see what's so like I feel like there's so many different characters. Like what's so dynamic about John Cena? He's a big, strong guy that comes out and like can talk on microphone. Congratulations. I don't get what's so different about
The
him.
funny part
Like,
is
what makes him different from one of those jocks in high school? Like, I don't get it.
Exactly.
I see why Dean is different. I see why Kevin Owens is different. I see why Seth Rollins is different. I saw why CM Punk was different. I don't see why John Cena is different. Like, I don't see what makes him a creative character.
He's different because everyone else surrounding him is different. He's the normal guy. He's like a placebo.
I don't want to
That's why he's different.
He's a superhero.
I don't
Put it
go.
that way. He's a
I don't
superhero.
go to WWE to see the same. If I wanted to see a John Cena, I would just go to a gym. I would just get a gym membership and just go to a gym every day.
There's like hundreds of John Cena.
Yeah, exactly. There's hundreds of John Cena. There's hundreds of guys that looks like John Cena.
The interesting part about it is that when he was on the Jericho show, he actually said he almost turned heel with the RAFF program. He almost turned heel.
He should have.
He should have turned heel.
He did turn heel eventually.
That'll show me. Honestly, that'll show me some diversity in him and who he is and what he's capable of.
He's capable of turning heel, and if he plays heel, he can do an excellent job.
Yeah.
I can see it in him because he can do an excellent job playing heel.
If he I think that's the biggest thing. If he could prove to everyone that he is capable of being, because it's just like even though you're a good person, everybody has their bad days. Everybody.
Like everybody gets mad.
Everybody gets angry.
Yes.
Everybody gets
He
mad.
doesn't get
and
mad.
I think it's scarier. I think personally, it's scarier that we've never seen him angry because I feel like it means that he's not really showing us who he really is. And I think that's why I don't like him. Because I feel like I want to know if you're gonna give me the thing of like, this is who I really am, I love this and I want to be here for you, blah blah blah. Okay, well then you need to show me the real you all the way around. It can't just be like this facade of happiness when you may be angry sometimes and frustrated at other wrestlers.
Yeah. Can't be like that at all.
Nope.
But as a future right now, he is going to be the go-to guy for the next 5 years. You know, he can push it for another 5-10 years easily. Because what is he? How old is he? 37? 38?
I don't know. Probably mid-30s.
Yeah.
No, I think he's pushing late.
I think
late
he's
30s.
closer to 40.
He's pushing 40.
Maybe 30. I'm gonna say 37. Maybe.
I'm gonna go with
Are we making
39.
Okay, I'm going 37.
Let's see.
Wikipedia that ish.
He is 38. I said 38.
We were both wrong.
Yeah, both wrong.
So we were close.
Yeah, he's 38.
He's 38?
He's 38.
Wow.
Believe it.
Yeah, he's 38.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, Zane Johnson.
So he can continue for another 10 years easily.
Yeah.
He can.
Because what's the Undertaker's like almost 50.
He's 50. Sting is 56.
Sting is 56?
Yes, Sting is 56.
That's a good 56.
Yeah.
Sting is 56?
Yes.
Wow.
And that WrestleMania match with Triple H, he did some pretty good drop kicks.
Wow.
His drop
in
kicks
that
were
in that match, Triple H.
I mean, the fact that he was jumping that high on drop kicks for a 56-year-old, I'm like, Sting, you still got it, bro.
Sting is
You still got it.
You still got it.
You still got it.
Alright.
All right.
Well, with that,
That.
that's it.
That's it.
Alright, so thank you for watching and listening to the Wrestling is Wrestling podcast on YouTube at WIWpodcastHD, on SoundCloud at WIWpodcastHD, and on the OSW Review Podcast Network through PileDriverWrestling.net.
And on PileDriverWrestling.net, check out my reviews for the Monday Night War. I'm working on my 5th review right now. Check them out. Let me know what you think. And follow me on Twitter at SoFlowPacky.
And follow the podcast on Twitter at
Exactly.
It's okay. And follow the podcast on Twitter at WIWpodcastHD. If you want a sponsorship, the link's down below for Fiverr.com. And with that,
That's a wrap.
That's a wrap.
Yep.
John Cena sucks. John Cena sucks. John Cena sucks. John Cena sucks. My time is now. You can't see me.
The time is now.
Because my time is now.
Colgate, yeah.
I wear Fruity Pebble shirt.